In the name of Allah, who is the most merciful, before I start my presentation, I want to thank my dear instructor Sir Najmuddin for giving us his precious time and advice. My presentation is about MVC framework and a programming technique. So at the first, we want to say that what is MVC? MVC stands for Model View Controller. It's an application design model composed of three interconnected parts. They include the model data, the user interface, and the control process that handle input. The MVC model or pattern is commonly used to develop modern user interface. It is provide the fundamental piece of designing programming for desktop or mobile as well as web applications. It works well with object-oriented programs since the different model views and controllers can be treated as object and reused within an application. Three important MVC components are the first one is model, include all data and its related logic to present data to the user or handle user interaction, controller and interface between model and view component. A view is that part of the application that represents the presentation of a data. Views are created by data collected from the model data. A view requests the model to give information so that it presents the output presentation to the user. The view also represents the data from charts, diagram, and table. For example, any customer view will include all the UL components like text box, drop down, and etc. Controller. The controller is that part of the application that handles the user interaction. The controller interprets the mouse and keyboard input from the user, informing model and view to change appropriate. A controller sends commands to the model to update its state. Saving a specific document. The controller also sends commands to its associated view to change the view's presentation. For example, scrolling a particular document. The model component stores data and it's related to logic. It represents data that is being transferred between controller components or any other related business logic. For example, a controller object will retrieve the customer info from database. It multiplies data and sends back to the database or uses it to render the same data. It represents to the request from the views and also responds to instruction for the controller to update itself. It is also the lowest level of the pattern which is responsible for maintaining data. Thanks a lot for listening. I wish it would be beneficial for you and for my friends.